Hello and welcome to another Let's Play Modern, or at least Let's Play 5-color tribal or whatever it's called. I hope the guy is here. Let's say hi. We roll the 17. If he is, if he isn't, yeah, he is here. So yeah, we obviously keep this. We have a turn to Geist with that right. And now it's his turn. So we lose 2 because of that. But obviously turn 2 Geist against most decks is pretty much GG. And that's why you played him, right? He has Black Leaf Cliffs. Like what? Vexing Devil. Yeah, I'll read that resolve. It's probably some kind of burn deck that sucks balls because hates burn. So what are our options? I think we bolt this and play another Deathright, and then we can gain the life from it. So yeah, let's do that. So seeing that he's burn, we're gonna try to save ourselves as many lives as we can. So we get a mountain. We lightning bolt the devil. And we either play a second Deathright, which seems doable, or we eat it to gain life. I think we have the option to eat it next turn. So we'll just play a second Deathright and attack for 1. Yeah, I think he's just the black-red aggro burn with bump in the night. It does provide a fast clock, but obviously with 2 Deathrights out, it should be fine. This guy untapped like 17 times. We'll see what he has, of course. I mean, we don't know. And I can't deal with an extra creature now, so if he plays his second Fixing Devil, he deals how much to me? 4? He actually plays white, so he probably plays Stefflings as well. Searing Blaze, 3 to target creature and 3 to me. So I go down to 14. This dies. God damn it, die. Die already! Searing Blaze is really good, by the way. So yeah, I think we just want to wait on this, get a Hallowed Fountain anyway. Or maybe get like, yeah, I think we want a Hallowed Fountain. Has to get rid of this because it's gonna start gaining me some life. And actually the old list that I changed had more life gain in the sideboard, so we go to 11. Eat Devil. We go to 13. We go to 12. Few library. What do we want to get? With Arithmes, I think a Steam event, right? Something like that. At least blue. So let's untap, draw. God damn it. This is really hard because I actually want to cast this, but I actually also want to gain some life. I think we can gain life no matter what, and that we just want the Stomping Grounds into play. That at this point we want then to play a Geist of Saint Draft and end our turn. We should have attacked with the Deathright, that's my bad. But this is gonna provide a clock. It has hexproof, so we can actually kill it ourselves. It's a 2-turn clock because of Lightning Bolt. Wow, Snow-Covered Mountain isn't even legal? Nah, just kidding. So actually Boron's Charm is, obviously I haven't updated, but I assume most people know what Boron's Charm does. It does 4 damage to me, makes all his creatures indestructible, gives all of his creatures double strike. Oh no, never mind, he's gonna kill the Deathright Shaman, that's fine. I think that's actually the better option, something you should have done earlier. We'll attack. Yeah, and I'll play Steplinks and end the turn. He has 3 cards which he has to do 8 damage. He then has 4 cards which he has to do 8 damage. It seems highly likely that he actually has that. I have no clue why I have drawn an arrow, so it's a bit of an error. Yeah, I wanted to tap it. Oh, that's what I did. He did it. So he has another Boris charm. That's fine. Oh, he actually drew the arrow. That's cool. Yeah, I tried to tap it, but it didn't work for some odd reason. So yeah, the odds of me surviving here are pretty low. Actually, don't expect this deck. Uh, Black Leaf is going to play tap, so um, yeah. If your Black Leaf didn't come into play tap, Skullcrack does 3, so and he's dead, so doesn't matter. We play a land, we attack, and lightning bolt to his face. So go to game 2. Obviously we're 1-0 up. What do we want in here, right? We want the kitchen things for sure. We probably don't want lingering souls here. We want Remand to save us time. I guess relics to just cantrip. I probably don't want pots in here. What else is there then though? He's an aggro, a creature heavy deck. So I think we want the extra mind sensor just because it's a creature. So we have 9 life gaining cards. The relics are cantrips basically, and the rest is burn or aggro card. I think we want to play still aggressive, of course, but have enough of control. I don't know what his sideboard is. And for those that do not know what Skullcrack does, it's a 3 mana instant that does 3 damage, and players can gain life this turn, and damage can be prevented. Obviously, he tried to cheat there, which is something that you get a lot as well. At this, you have to actually know the rules, and even if you know the rules, they sometimes so persistent, and it actually happens a lot. I'm not being racist, but with Italians and Spaniards, it happens the most of the time. And even on eBay and stuff like that, people are not willing to sell to Italians or Spaniards just because they're shady or. And I'm not saying this as I have any experience with this, but it's just something I see on eBay. It's something I hear from people, and I do understand it. Like if you have the majority of the problems are with those people, then yeah, you avoid trading with those people. Obviously, it's the minority of their community, um, but it happens. And the person says, "1 second, yeah, no problem." So he's on the phone. This obviously is in modo, so we can't pressure him in some way. I'll just talk through this so it doesn't matter. We still can consider our sideboard options, and I'll explain or try to say what I did. Basically, he has like no creatures, right? Besides the Vexing Devil, I assume he plays no creatures, maybe the Steplings. But then our Lightning Bolts and our Lightning Helix do trade with it. So I think Relic of Progenitus, it doesn't do anything, but it does cantrip. So it just puts our deck at a 58 card deck because it does make the cantrip. It shrinks down on our own Tarmogoyfs though. I actually didn't consider that. It shrinks down our own Tarmogoyfs. Yeah, even then, I mean, pot in my hand is just as dead. Because I don't assume he's gonna play a lot of creatures. Lingering Souls are gonna be too slow. They're there for against Liliana decks, against some control decks, or against some creature decks. But here they actually don't do a lot. It's just 2/2 for 3 mana. Where Geist is then way much better, or even Mind Sensor even is. I might actually bring in 2 more even Mind Sensors over Relic, but it only stops his fetches, doesn't it? So let's say I play turn to even Mind Sensor. He gets cut off his fetches. That's not something huge. Do want then a turn to Relic instead? Yeah, I think we do. I think Relic is still better. We want to have some kind of life gain, like lightning heal, etc. Shaman out there, and some pressure. 2-1 10 turn clock isn't gonna apply pressure on a deck like his. Steplings, of course, is Kitchen Fix is just life gain, so that's really good. Now, normally instead of 2 extra even Mind Sensors, this played like 2 Rest for the Wearies, which gained me 8 life, which is really good against a deck like his. But seeing as I don't actually expect a deck like his on the Grand Prix, I'm not willing to commit sideboard slots to it. Now, something I think that my sideboard does miss, and while the guy's here, I think is Stony Silence, which I probably will add. So this is an interesting hand. I think we go turn 1 Steplings, turn 2 Tarmogoyf, turn 3 Kitchen Finks. Something like that. He mulligan to 6, we're on the draw. So if he has Vexing Devil, I will take 4. Just because. Yeah, he goes down to 19, probably 17, yep. He gets like the black-red Blood Crypt. Nope, he gets Sacred Foundry. What does he get? He actually has Goblin Guide. So reveal top cards of library, which is a Tarmogoyf, which goes back to the top. We take 2. Yeah, knowing that, I probably need the pots in my deck over the relics and the Mind Sensor, just because he plays more creatures than I expected. Obviously, I should have known about the Goblin Guide. It's a good card, and it's obviously there for a reason. Does he have another one? Really? He might just have removal for Steplings. I don't know. But at this point, it's going to be a classic race. He got a mountain. He taps it. Yeah, he has a second Goblin Guide. So he attacks here. We reveal a Geist. We go down to 14. What does he have here? He has like a Revolt. Oh, it's suspended. Yeah. So we untap. We draw. We draw the Geist, of course. So what do we do here? We can play this, not fetch, and block one of them. He can obviously Revolt this, so we take another 4. Then we play Kitchen Finks, we go up to 11. He can Skull Crack me. I can play Tarmogoyf right now, but if I do, it's gonna... No, it's not gonna die because of the Revolt. So I'm gonna go down to 14 anyway, but then I'm going to go down to 7 while he has 2 cards in his hand. I think it's worth it though. I think I have to do this. View library gets Stomping Grounds. We take 2. We play a Tarmogoyf. And we attack for 4. So it goes down to 12. We're in a race at this point. This is gonna become a 1-2. God damn it. Control P, 1-2. Yeah, thank you. So we end our turn. His Revolt gets unsuspended, so this becomes a 2-3. He's gonna kill it though, that's fine. Because we have another one, and we actually have Kitchen Finks as well. So if he attacks, we go down to 7. We play an Arithmesa. We do not draw an extra land. We show that we sideboarding remands, but they are gonna go out. We're at 7, which isn't a great life total to be at. But we're gonna go to up to 8. Bump in the night, target point loses 3 life. Yeah, I mean, this is a card that's the reason why they play black, I think. But I assume it's the reason they play black. It's the reason I would play black in this deck. View library, get a mountain, play Kitchen Finks, go up to 5. I don't think we attack here with the Steplings, even though it's 4 damage. I think we want to try to survive. We can block here, or we have to block. And else we die to a burn spell with a persist trigger on the stack. Now we don't. He has to have double burn. And then next turn we can cast Deathrite and start gaining life. There's actually a creature in the graveyard. So it does go to attack. We reveal Tribal Flame, so we'll block and block. I'm not sure what his plan is here. Yeah, he's thinking. Obviously you can kill the kitchen things, right? In response, but with what? Why? You can make his creatures indestructible with Boros Charm. Why would you do that? So yeah, this dies, this dies. He's gonna Rakdos Charm. Oh yeah, that's fine. So all my cards gets exiled. I mean, that's a decent play. We untap, we draw, we get Tribal Flames, right? So we can kill this and play that, right? I think that's the correct play. Kill this, play that Red Shaman, which will start gaining his life. Obviously he has now 2 creatures in his graveyard, so we have to start gaining life with that. He actually has another Goblin Guide, which is probably lethal. Might not be, wow. So we cast Relic, we end the turn, and I'm not sure what to do here. I think I block and gain 2, that's the only way. Block, gain 2, sacrifice Relic is probably the way. Taps Bump in the Night, yeah, that's GG. Okay, yeah, Bump in the Night is GG. Where did he play it from? Not from his graveyard, right? He's not cheating. From hand, okay. Yeah, you never know. You might say, huh, he's cheating, why would he be cheating? Yeah, you really never know with these guys. Relic of Progenitus is out. So like we want 4 pads? I don't think so. No, we probably don't want remans, right? We want like one of the sensors, something like that. Maybe all of the sensors. Maybe even the Elspeths over the sensor, yeah. Sure. We're on the play now. What can we do with this hand? That's basically the question you gotta ask yourself. What do you want this hand to do? And it does nothing. It's not even good here either. This one is better. I mean, we keep our 5, which is total trash. But it is, I mean, you can't mulligan lower than this and expect a better hand. We have 2 removal, we have a Tarmogoyf, so we are putting it on a decent clock. Obviously, if he has a Goblin Guide here, we're gonna fetch. This actually is pretty difficult, what to do here. So obviously, fixing Devil resolves, I'm fine with that. We view our library. And now what do we get, right? I think we just want Temple Garden, but then we can bolt. We have 2 parties, which I still think is right, though. We can get Stomping Grounds, bolt this. Next turn, we can't get Temple Garden either. So we have to get Stomping Grounds anyway. So we Lightning Bolt this. Onto the Vexing Devil. Our Tarmogoyf instantly becomes a 3/4, which is something he can't actually handle. We'll end our turn. I might actually should have paid just 4 life for the Vexing Devil. I mean, it's 4 life for a card, which probably would have been better. Yeah, we'll pay 4 here. And he actually doesn't have anything. I mean, I do. I'm attacking him for 3 every turn. And we'll end here. We'll get a Hallowed Fountain. And then we have Path to Exile up. We might be able to cast Geist the turn after. And I think this is a fast enough clock at this point. And this is why I don't like these decks. Like you have so little playability. You play shitty cards like Vaccine Devil. And you might say, yeah, it's not a shitty card. Yes, it is. You give your opponent the choice. It's a shitty card. As soon as you have to give your opponent a choice, the card isn't good. So yeah, maybe he did draw land. Maybe he can unload pretty fast now, and that's gonna be really painful for me. If he just had one land, obviously I was winning, because the odds of him doing more damage than 3 every turn with just one land is really low. But as soon as he has a second land, he might unload a bit faster. It is now the ending phase apparently, so move your library. Maybe the fetch wasn't that smart, but I think it is. We'll get, what did I say, Hallowed Fountain, right? Yeah, get it into play tapped, untap, draw, attack with the Tarmogoyf. Main phase. Is it next turn lethal if I play guys? No, right? So there's no upside to taking 2 and casting guys, I think. What's the worst case scenario? He does Boros Charm, play land, does more damage. So seeing as there is no upside to it, I don't think I want to do that. I'm thinking about it, but I don't see the upside. I mean, it's still, of course, if I draw a bolt, it would be lethal, but it's opening up a window where he can do 10 damage to me and I instantly lose, which is not something I want to happen. Yeah, with the fetch, I obviously no, not even then. It's still 9. Now, of course, it would have been lethal. Searing Blaze. Yeah, sure. So he just did 3 damage to me. Doing the damage to the Goyf doesn't matter. Can I actually negate that? I'm curious. To target player and 1 damage to target creature that player controls. So yeah, it has 2 targets. Even if I kill the Goyf in response, it still does the 3 damage. That's basically what I want to know there. What do I want to draw? Probably Lightning Helix to gain me life. Deathright Shaman is good. Kitchen Finks is good. I've placed Goblin Kite. I have the pot for it. His main issue at this point is the mana constraint. He probably has enough in his hand to kill me. The question is, does he have enough to do 9 damage? That's the only question he has to ask himself. Obviously with a Scalding Tarn, the odds are pretty high. Maybe he has a shitty creature. Yeah, Suspend Revolt, that's 3 already. There's nothing I can do about that. And we did draw a Lightning Helix, so we'll attack for 3. We'll end our turn, and if he fetches, I'll in response Lightning Helix him. Yeah, drawing the Lightning Helix there is really good. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's actually 4, but okay. I basically did that to get around Skullcrack. And I'm pretty sure he would have done it end of turn anyway. He's down to 1. Tarmogoyf wasn't bigger, right? Nope. It's still a 3-4. Wait, what? Oh, sure. That's fine. So he's probably trying to gun for... What is he? Why? Maybe he has Boros Charm, but Boros Charm doesn't kill Tarmogoyf. He can have a creature to block Tarmogoyf. Like, something like that. Yeah, it goes down to 1. I have no clue why I didn't fetch end of turn. It actually doesn't matter. So yeah, this doesn't work, right? The target creature that player controls. Obviously that's a reason to fetch during his own turn. Let's just say GG. I mean, it was a decent game. He made the right play with his Scalding Tarn. But I'm not expecting this deck. And as you can see, it was really close. I had a mulligan to 5 anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next one.